Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be here. I know, if I may speak for Tony and myself, our schedules have high demands, but I know we're very reluctant to leave our own ridings during the heart of the summer, and if we're going to go anywhere, it's going to be Northern Ontario. I think that's pretty safe to say. We get a peaceful, easy feeling as a group when we travel across Northern Ontario. Our towns, our cities, our First Nations communities are on the move. And make no mistake about it, that's a testament to Team Northern Ontario that we have. Obviously starting out with Minister Clement and then expanding our representation to the Great Kenora riding with Timmins and James Bay being the other major sized riding. We have encircled Northern Ontario, and our representation that you see here today represents a significant opportunity and reflects a tremendous amount of work for all of our communities across this vast region. And so I want to echo the sentiments of Brian today on the important work that we're doing as a team for all of Northern Ontario, but particularly his leadership for Sault Ste. Marie. And that's what brings us here today. We understand the importance of vibrant downtowns and waterfront areas, as many of our towns and cities are located across the region. It draws visitors, our tourists, and it invests in a community. We recognize here at FedNor and our government that we have an important role to play in creating the right conditions for Northern Ontario towns and cities to thrive, their businesses, their organizations, and their municipalities. And so I take great pride, following in the footsteps of Minister Clement, the longest-serving FedNor minister, and living up to that ongoing commitment to ensure that we're working with communities to address the right things for community economic development, jobs, growth, and innovation. Indeed, under the leadership of Prime Minister Harper, we have created the right conditions for our Canadian cities and towns and First Nations communities to thrive. We have the lowest tax level in 50 years, paid down our debt, and cut red tape, a personal preoccupation of our senior statesman from Northern Ontario, Minister Clement. Is that okay to call you that? Not in age, just in stature. We're on track to return to a balanced budget in 2015, and as Northern Ontarians, we can congratulate ourselves for participating in that exercise and supporting members of Parliament like Brian, who have worked to reduce taxes, reduce the deficit, but not at the expense of our ongoing commitment to support important infrastructure and programs in our towns and cities across this great region. I'm proud to say that we've implemented Canada's Economic Action Plan since version 2009 and achieved the best job creation record and one of the best economic performances in the industrialized world. And here in Northern Ontario, we like to think of ourselves as an important cylinder in Canada's economic engine. So speaking of creating jobs, FedNor continues to play an important part in our efforts to stimulate economic activity across Northern Ontario and ensure a brighter future for all. Indeed, since 2006, FedNor's Northern Ontario Development Program, we've invested more than $308 million, supporting more than 1,500 projects. These investments have created more than 15,000 jobs across Northern Ontario, but we're not resting there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today proud to announce on behalf of our Team Northern Ontario and MP Hay's extraordinary efforts and leadership for this community that we will be investing $1 million in two important initiatives right here in downtown Sault Ste. Marie that will create jobs and attract investment. The City of Sault Ste. Marie will receive $839,500 to revitalize its downtown core with streetscape improvements which will attract and retain private sector investment. Phase 2 of the downtown initiative resulted in more than $20 million in new private sector investments and 60 new jobs thanks to improvements or expansions made by businesses in the area. In addition to sprucing up the downtown area, we're also helping the city address commercial vacancies in this neighborhood. So congratulations, folks. Secondly, the Sault Ste. Marie Economic Development Corporation will receive $252,000 to establish and operate a small business incubator in the downtown core to promote job creation and diversify the economy. That's pretty cool. This venture will focus on entrepreneurs in the professional services such as engineering, accounting, and graphic design. The incubator will offer business training for new and existing entrepreneurs who are seeking to expand and grow, helping them succeed and move out onto their own in downtown Sault Ste. Marie. Thirdly, FedNor has helped more than 1,450 young graduates with their first job. And we've assisted countless local organizations and businesses in growing the economy by helping them access a qualified and talented workforce. This is the key to the future for our towns and cities across Northern Ontario, retaining our bright young people who are going to colleges and universities and want to build their community that they grew up in. Since January 2006, in Sault Ste. Marie alone, our government has invested more than $1.1 million to support 40 youth interns. And so today, I'm pleased to announce $1,066,000 to enable 30 recent post-secondary graduates to gain valuable on-the-job experience through FedNor's youth internships, helping the successful candidates make the transition from the campus to the workplace. To help more small and medium-sized enterprises, commonly referred to as SMEs, to take advantage of talent and skills offered by post-secondary graduates who are interested in living here in Northern Ontario. It supports business growth, and I'm proud to say that FedNor is broadening its reach for private sector youth internships. It's important to point out that this initiative will be delivered through 2 Community Future Development Corporation networks on behalf of CFDCs across Northern Ontario. In general, funding applicants will receive up to $31,500 per internship and would complement the current funding provided directly through FedNor for private sector internships. It's also important to know this, and I believe the statistic is right within a couple of points. More than 80% of the interns actually stay either in the region or with the employer they took their internship with. And I think that's a high rate of return on an investment in our northern towns and cities. So in conclusion, folks, let me take this opportunity to say how pleased I am to be with Brian, who's brought a tremendous and strong voice for Sault Ste. Marie to our caucus and to our government, and to have made these important announcements here today in support of jobs, growth, and economic prosperity, not just for Sault Ste. Marie, but for the entire region of Northern Ontario, and the strength and role that Sault Ste. Marie plays in that. Canada's really happy too. They're flapping their flags. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Greg Ryckford, and I'm the Member of Parliament for the Great Kenora riding. It's a privilege and an honor to serve my constituents, to be part of Team Northern Ontario, and to serve as the Minister responsible for FedNor and Natural Resources. Thank you for this opportunity.